Your goals need to align with who you want to become. And if you make something a priority, those choices that you make every single day have to add up to the goals, to the vision that you have over your life, right?
Yeah, the company you keep is so important. They always say that the people that you're around really play a role and influence
They
the
weren't
person that
lying.
you become.
Yeah. We go on a hot girl walk every single Monday. 6 tips of how to glow up on a budget and become your hot girl, your dream girl, what you're working towards. Hello, beautiful ladies. We are on our hot girl walk today. My name is Shenese. On this channel, we talk about reinventing yourself, glowing up, and becoming your own dream girl, not a cutout image of anybody else but yourself. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the post notification bell for when I drop the next video. I'm so excited to talk with you guys today because we have a special guest. I'm going to be giving you 6 tips. Actually, not me, but my guest is going to be giving you 6 tips of how to glow up on a budget and become your hot girl, your dream girl, what you're working towards. And there's no better person that I would love to have on here to give you really good tips. She's my cousin.
Hey, hey, how are you guys?
Oh, the sun is hitting,
Yes,
girl.
girl.
Woo!
Ooh,
Okay,
okay.
so usually I film on cinematic mode, guys. I'm gonna film on video just so that when there's 2 people in the shot, either of us is just not blurry. So let's do that.
Y'all, my name is Sherri.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
guys.
We are on our hot girl walk today.
I'm super excited to talk to you guys and share some hot girl tips for finance. Talk about how we can get our finances in order while still being our hot girl selves, being super cute, being, you know, our happiest self. So
All
we're gonna get into
right.
it.
Currently, we're walking to the beach, so we're gonna have our hot girl walk on the beach. We're gonna get really focused on who we want to become without overspending, trying to flex just to maintain a certain upkeep or reality for everyone outside of yourself. I wanted my cousin Sherri to give her great, insightful tips on budgeting, especially as you become your own dream girl. I look up to her as she's honestly influenced my financial life, just a lot of things in my life, but she's always given me really good advice. And she's also a world traveler. I will link her Instagram, guys. She is cute, she is gorgeous, she's a traveler, she's got a nice body, a nice vibe, and she's lived everywhere. She's done so much, and I just want her to give you those tips of how she did it affordably and without sacrificing her life and her bank account. All right, ladies, we've made it to the beach, and there's so many people out. It's gorgeous. It's about 11 a.m. here, and I'm like, oh my goodness, are we late for the party? Number one is going to be review your priorities and your goals, which is so important. I talk about that all the time, that your goals need to align with who you want to become. And if you make something a priority, those choices that you make every single day have to add up to the goals, to the vision that you have over your life, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's really being intentional about the person that you want to be and really setting a clearly defined goal for where you're trying to be in the next 5 years, 10 years. When you are clear about that, then you're able to make adjustments in your current life so that you can actually get towards that goal. For example, if you have the goal to have $500,000 by the time you are 40 years old, let's say that's 10 years away. You want to make sure that you are engaging in the habits that are actually going to bring you towards the goal. You're not going to be spending your weekends going to the club, spending money, spending excessive amounts of money on hair and nails and beauty upkeep when you know that you have a savings goal of $500,000. You're going to be taking the proper and appropriate steps so that you can get to your goals. So that's why it's so important to know what your goals are in advance so that you're continuously keeping them in mind and working towards them.
Yes.
Yes.
Hot girl, hot girl. All right, ladies. Number 2 is going to be your beauty maintenance. I'm going to talk about mine and how I budget for mine. So I get my nails done, and I've mentioned this on my channel before. I get my nails done once a month, and they last very long. I found a really good tech. So I get a facial done once a month or every 1 to 2 months. It's just overall budgeting my maintenance upkeep. Just limited my spending outside because that can really add up. Cutting back on things where you found that you were spending a lot of money, and that's usually going to be food, entertainment, and alcohol. That way you can keep up with your upkeep. My nails, my feet, my hair. I get a new wig maybe once a year now instead of like every month.
Okay, so for my beauty maintenance, I want to start by talking about the importance of trying to find ways to go natural if possible.
I follow you guys on YouTube, and congrats on
Thank you.
your wedding.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
my God.
You know what? Yeah, we were like, was that a YouTube setup? Hi.
Oh my
And then we saw
Dem and Ika.
we saw the mics. We're like, yeah, she's definitely YouTubing.
Aw.
This is Dem and Ika.
Hi guys.
You guys
What's
have
the name
a
of your
lovely
channel?
Shenese Case. I teach women how
Shenese
to
Case.
reinvent themselves.
Hi, Shenese.
You guys are gorgeous. Oh my God, good to
You're
see
so
you.
fit. We were working for an hour. The entire conversation was about fitness.
Yo,
We're
really?
like, we have to get fit.
Oh my gosh. They're
Wow, I know. Looks so cute. Now I gotta go look them up because I don't know of them. But
But yeah, your budgeting tips. Tell us more.
okay, so we're talking about beauty maintenance. So for my beauty maintenance, I want to talk about the importance of trying to find ways to go natural and embracing your natural beauty if you
Ooh,
can,
the girls love this.
right? Because like it costs money to
Always get a wig.
to get a wig, to get the best makeup, to get a makeup artist, to get your nails done 24/7, to get your toes done all the time, to do pedicures, to get the nicest clothes. So like I've been really trying to take care of my natural skin so that I don't always have to wear makeup, or trying to find ways to not always have to wear hair extensions or weaves so that I can just wear my natural hair, which is automatically cheaper. So embracing the natural definitely saves you money, but in the moments where you have somewhere to go and you want a little bit of extra pizzazz, you're gonna want to do it in a mindful way. So not doing it all the time, but if you have somewhere to go, then you spend the money to get your nails done at that time. So usually like my schedule for doing my nails and toes, like the way that you see them right now, is like in Toronto in the summer months, I will wear my nails done, for 3 months out of the year because it's summer, I'm outside much more. But during the times when I'm like working and I'm heavily at work, then I'm focusing on just doing, just my natural nails, painting my nails a natural color, doing my toes myself, doing my pedicures myself, and cutting back in that way. So yeah, I'm pro try to find ways to be natural, and do a little bit of 1-2 embellishments when you can. Like I do my lashes, I do my nails, but again, not consistently throughout the years. I prioritize what times of the years I want to look like this, and then there's other times where I'm going to be more natural, so I can cut back and
What about
put
if
that
you-
money into my savings.
What if you live in a climate like this yearly?
If you live in a climate like this yearly,
Hot.
so then you can
Like
find
Miami.
yeah, like you can still find ways to cut back, right? Like if you're gonna do nails, maybe opt for a shorter set rather than like the really long ones that cost more, or like maybe just do like a natural set that might cost substantially less than a set that has like all the embellishments and the the bedazzles and all of that. Like all of that money, if you do that consistently throughout the year, it adds up. Like the
pay your-
extra $20 that you spend to have the diamonds all over your nails, you're gonna do that for the entire year, and that adds up. So you can
Pay
still
yourself first.
pay yourself first. You can still find ways to look good without spending an excessive amount of money.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, like I pay myself first, and then I budget in getting my nails done monthly. And when I get my nails done monthly, it's usually a French tip, and that costs about $45 Canadian. So that's maybe 23 bucks US. It's pretty cheap. Imagine just throwing in some pocket change from not getting all these coffees, drinks, and juices outside, and I'm able to do that monthly by saving $1 a day. Number 3 is going to be pay yourself first and automate your savings and investments.
Okay, so guys, this is like a really important one.
Ooh,
And
not the mic on my lap.
So guys, this is a really important one. I really advocate for the importance of every time you get paid being super intentional about automating your savings. So what
Especially
that
in this economy.
in this economy. So what that looks like is every time you get paid, you can set up automatic withdrawals from your account to a savings account or to an investing account, and that ensures that you are accountable to your savings and those initial goals that we talked about in step 1. So let's say your goal is to, have 500K by the time you're 40 or by the time you're 35 or whatever the age might be, right? You want to make sure that you are allocating and putting away a certain amount of money every single month to get you to that place.
Yes.
And not only putting it away just into the savings, but investing it. Like, you want to find ways to make your money make you more money. And then, we can have another video about how to invest your money in sensible ways that, it's a hands-off approach.
Channel, guys? Should she start a channel?
Maybe.
I'm trying to convince her to start a YouTube channel to give you guys travel advice, because she travels like every month. And yeah, she's about to travel sometime this month as well. I won't be able to go with her because I bought concert tickets, so I obviously want to go to my investment. But honestly, yeah, we'll see what happens. But definitely comment below and say hi to my girl.
Hey. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about automating your savings.
Guys, just to touch on what Sherri said, personally for me, because she's a way better saver, spender, budgeter than I am. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've learned so much from her. She's 1 year older than me, but she's always been like that big sister that she's well educated. She did a lot more. She went for her master's. Like, she's just so academically driven, and just, she's honestly, like, we came from nothing, but like, she's the sister that literally is a good leader for me. And I never measure up to that because I know my own pace, but having people around you, whether it's family, friends, that can be a guide or a leader for you is hugely important. And her tips honestly have helped me just analyze my life of wanting to buy my own house and not just like live in my partner's, or I still invest with my partner, but still having my own things and working towards my own things, and always just working hard and using my money to pay myself first and pay my savings rather than just living paycheck to paycheck, because I've been working since 15 and I didn't have good money spending habits. And so a lot of my money in my earlier age went to like weaves every month or every week, clothes, and, just coming back to my mom's house on a little vacation. I came home and I threw out all my clothes, all the stuff that I thought were important when I packed up and left. And honestly, looking at all the stuff that I've now donated or threw in the trash, like, we don't need all this stuff. And sometimes you don't think about it. You think you become so attached to these materialistic things that you don't really have anything to really show in investments, or just like where you wanted to go in your own life, because you wanted to keep up a certain look, or just try and compete with other people in your life. Like, you gotta really know what you want. And that's why, like she said, number 1 is so important, to know your goals and your priorities.
Exactly. Yeah, I really like the point that you touched on about making sure that you surround yourself with people that are inspiring and, share the same vision as you, because the company you keep is so important. They always say that the people that you're around really play a role and influence the person that you become.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you have a circle of friends, family members that are on the same path as you, so that it can push you and help get you to that place further, right? Like, if you are trying to prevent yourself from spending money on parties or...
Beautiful dress. And I love that you guys are matching.
If you're trying to, prioritize your savings and stop spending money on certain things, if you're going to go in a circle of people that
They have bad habits. And they're
are
not looking to
doing those
change.
things, then you're going to be easily influenced and moving away from your goals. So
they're always inviting you out. They don't
Yeah.
respect your priorities if you made it really clear and firm on your boundaries. And or they're just sucking you dry. They keep asking you for money, they never pay it back. Or they just always want to be at the bar, and that's their coping mechanism. You got to really know who you want to become, and just see that some people just don't deserve a lot of your time anymore because they no longer align with the vision that you have now that you have a vision.
yeah, and it's okay to say no as well. Like, I feel like we, in our generation, we need to normalize like saying no when we know that we are on our own goal and on our own path. Like, if friends continuously ask you to go out and spend money, you can literally say no. Like, I have this goal, I can't. Like, I can go once this month, but I can't go 3 times because I have to put my money away to savings, or I have to put my money towards investing. Like, let's normalize that conversation. Let's not, you know, shame people for trying to be financially savvy or prioritize their finances. Let's celebrate that. Just make sure that you're intentional about who you keep for company and ensure that they're on the same path as you.
100%. If you guys are enjoying this chat so far, comment below. Also, send your love below. Send it to a girly as well. And I just wanted to say one thing, guys. I have literally had the craziest life in the last month. So I've been really slow with responding to my comments, but I love you guys. I see you guys, and please don't hate me for it. Like, I am going to respond, but thank you. Ladies, this is my favorite one because nobody can explain this like my girl right here. Number 4 is going to be travel on a budget, because my girl is headed to many countries. She's hitting countries monthly, yearly, and she travels on a budget. And she taught me something about 3 weeks ago, because I was like, girl, how are you going on these trips? I just thought she just came back from Belize and she's going somewhere else. Yeah, tell me more, girl.
Honestly, I love travel, and I can speak on this for hours and hours, but
We gonna make this short.
yeah, if you know that travel is something that is important to you and it's something that's a goal, I think travel can be accessible for a lot of people. It's just, you got to analyze what is important to you on your trip, right? Like, anybody can travel. I don't want to say anybody, actually. I mean, it's not accessible to everybody, but there are ways to make travel work for you. So, for example, if you want to go to Spain, do you have to be in the most expensive part of Spain? Do you need the most expensive bougie-ass hotel? No, you don't. Like, do you need to be right in the city center? Can you be a little bit further out where costs are a little bit more affordable? You know, can you get around by bike or by walking instead of, like, you know, by taxis and Ubers? You know, there's little ways to cut back, so you can still go to the country and do it in an economical way. Also, when you know, book your flights, I usually like to use Google Flights, and you can shape your travels based on where is affordable at the time, right? So I don't say, oh, I want to go to Dubai on December 6th to December 12th. I don't do that. I say I have time off December 6th to 12th. Where is affordable to go December 6th to 12th? So you want to hit countries, right? So don't be too attached to the destination that you want to go. Just be focused on the fact that you want to go, you want to hit countries, and you're willing, you need a break, and you're willing to go to the destination that is affordable at that time, right? So I'm going to Aruba in 2 weeks, and the reason I chose Aruba is because that was the cheapest place for me to go to in 2 weeks, right? So, and you know, you can find ways to cut back on accommodations as well. Like, you know, you don't have to always be right in the city center. You can be a little bit further out. So honestly, yeah, and setting a budget for yourself, right? Because we know we have our goals and we know we're automating our savings. So you can only travel with what you have left, right? So ensuring that you don't overspend and you are really focused on how you can travel and enjoy your life while also still staying on your path and what your goal is, right?
Yes. Like, when you're traveling, I guess I'll say this, because oftentimes I will choose the most expensive, and not to flex, but I know that a lot of people, or a good amount of people, flex. So they choose based on how they want to flex. So as you're looking to become your dream girl, and we're not trying to seek validation or attention, or prove ourselves, or that, you know, this is the lifestyle we live, because I know a lot of people choose based on what they want to showcase. I think it's really important to just live in the moment and just go because you want to go, not because you want to share it with people just to say that you're traveling. I think that's the difference with Sherri. And you know, like she's budgeting because she wants to. She had a personal goal, and she's girl, she's married. She's married. She's going by herself. Remember, ladies, I was telling you that you need to do things by yourself. My girl is out here leaving her man at home and going. I love that for her. She inspired me on another level. You have to be really considerate with your lifestyle and who you want to become, so you're not just making choices to flex for the gram or just to flex for other people to prove your life. When Sherri travels, she does post about her travels, but she's not flexing to be like, oh, I needed to bring a Birkin, I needed to bring a Chanel bag, I needed to do this. And like, I'm extra, like, I need the shades that are designer, I need the bag that is designer, I need like all this lavishness. But I'm learning to just live and just be free, because you can't take all of these things with you. Besides your experiences and lessons in life, you can't take these to the grave. Nothing can, like, none of these designers and luxury items can actually fit in that suitcase. So why not just like get up and go and live, and just, if you're in the right company or just in the company of yourself, it's so beautiful to just be free and not worry about your designers and all these luxury things just to flex and post for the gram. So I'm just kind of learning that now, and I guess humbling myself a little bit more. Like, I love nice things, but you don't need it for every trip. Sometimes you just need to get up and go and do what's best for you.
Exactly.
Yes, girls. Number 5. 2 more tips. Number 5 is going to be intentional with tracking and how you spend your finances. Tell me more, babes.
Okay, this one is also super important to me. I feel that, if you have your goal of, you want to get to a certain destination by a certain age, or have a certain amount of money by a certain age, you really need to be intentional about tracking your finances, knowing where your money is going. A lot of times people think they have, the idea that they are, spending a certain amount, and that they are saving a certain amount. But when it gets down to it, if you actually track it, you realize that you're actually spending much more than you're making, and that you're actually living in debt and you're not saving anything. So when you track your finances and keep regular track of how much money you're making and how much money you're spending on a monthly or every 2-month basis, you can actually take the time to review how you're spending your money and then make adjustments if need be, right? So the way that I do it is every 2 months I do like a financial review, where I will list out all of the money that I have in my checkings, my savings, my investment accounts, and then I'll total up my net worth, and then I will also total up my liabilities, like what I owe. Like, do I have student debt? Do I have, debt to credit cards, for example? And then, I will calculate how much my net worth has grown or shrank in the last 2 months, and then based on the spending, and then you can actually see, okay, like over the period of May and June, my net worth increased by $4,000. Okay, good. Or, oh my God, my net worth only went up by 500. What the heck did I spend in the last 2 months?
Or
So,
$20.
or $20. Like, oh my God, so you can actually, you can actually make choices when you have that data, you have that information, so that you can make a choice or make a change, right? Definitely track your finances.
How good was that? We have to take that time to sit down. This is very necessary. It's a non-negotiable when you have dreams and goals that you want to accomplish, especially by a certain age. If you have no targets, you will be blind. Oh, are you serious? Sorry, guys, you know me and the bees. They know me and the bees. But you are going to be blind with no targets. So if you don't have any targets and you're just out here spending, you're going to wonder why your dreams are not coming true. You will just be living every day lost and surviving. And a lot of people are just surviving because they never take the time to sit down and see, oh, maybe I didn't need the pair of shoes this week and my savings needed it more. Maybe I didn't need to spend $50 at Starbucks for the whole week, and maybe I could have just treated myself to one drink instead of daily drinks. There's ways around saving, and if you can't hold yourself accountable, you will never get to the dream life and the dream girl that you desire. Number 6, ladies, this is my favorite. I think all of them are my favorite, but number 6 we can all relate to. You got to be really mindful and careful of the social media influences that we have, because the internet is here to distract you. Our phones are in our hands 24/7 to distract us and to convince us that we need what we actually don't need. Like I said, when I came home, I ended up throwing out so much stuff from my old life, from my bedroom, that I have outgrown. And as you evolve daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, a lot of things that you thought that you needed and that you became attached to, you no longer need. You don't look at it the same. So why spend a lot of money on materialistic things that don't really add value? Or like, if you buy a shirt and you can't wear it more than 10 times, you know what I mean? Like, why buy a shirt just to wear it once? Why buy a pair of shoes just to wear it once? Why buy a pair of glasses just to wear it once and look at it? Like I said, remember, you are not going to be here one day and you can't bring this to the grave.
Exactly what Shen said. Social media is literally made to influence you. The algorithm is attuned to your likes and your dislikes. So I understand it is hard, right? Because the algorithm knows exactly what you like, and it's put there to actually utilize psychology to convince you to buy things that you do not need. But now that you know this information, you can be more intentional about thinking about things before you purchase them. The question that I like to ask myself is, what is making me want to buy this? Why do I feel the need to have to buy this right now? And if if you can connect it back to, oh, I saw that girl on TikTok wearing it, or it looks so cute on that person, then you can know the reason why you bought it, right? And you were influenced, right? So not to say like you're not to buy any clothing, but don't do it in an excessive way. Like, be intentional maybe about getting a capsule wardrobe, so getting pieces that can be reworn and easily matched with different outfits.
Like the sports bra can go with so many different colors.
Yeah, right? Like, you don't need to get, 100 different pants. You can get, 20 or 15 different pants that could be easily paired and reworn with other outfits matched with different shirts. Yeah. Yes. 10 even. Yeah. It just depends on what you want, right? But minimalist lifestyle is honestly a lifestyle that I feel like everyone should investigate and learn about, especially in this day and age where we're always being influenced and kind of influenced to be like a maximalist, which means buying more than you always need. Go down that rabbit hole of like learning about minimalism as well.
Yes. Definitely need staple pieces, because you will come across like so many advertisements that convince you to buy all these things, and just because it looks good on somebody else doesn't mean that you can't have it. But I always think in my head, like, what are my first priorities before purchasing this item? And I just keep it in my cart until I know, maybe do I want it or not. And usually when I keep it in my cart and I ponder on it for like maybe 2 weeks, if it's sold out by then, it probably wasn't meant to be. Or when I come back in 2 weeks, then I probably don't even want it anymore, right? I found something better, and that better is going to have more use out of it. That's another important thing to look at as well. And that is why I always say, like I used to be a big spender, and now I'm just like, I just want the cute pieces. Like, I'm just going to choose things that are going to last, and I'm going to use them because I just have a lot of stuff. And I told you guys this, I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of items. I have a lot of shoes. And if I want to pack up and go, I'm always having a hard time to decide because I have so much stuff. And then when I go on trips, I end up buying more stuff. So, yeah, like, just always revise and think about your goals in the end. That's going to be so important. Because if you want to buy a house, if you want to go on trips all the time, then just go on the trips, man, with the same bikini. You don't really need to go broke. And then you're like, oh, I can't afford Uber. You know what I mean? Like you spent your last dime on, you know, your outfits for the trip, and now you have no money left over for food or for entertainment or for doing fun activities. You know what I mean? So you have to budget so that you can like live your best life while you're while you're on the trip, not really like before the trip. Yeah, ladies, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so insightful. If you think it was insightful for you or for another girly, hit that like button and comment below. Love it. Love having walks with you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for welcoming Sherri.
Thanks for having me.
I will link her below. And yeah, guys, have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one.